Hey guys, so it's Friday and you know what that means.
And I can't change, even if I try, even if I wanted to.
So today I'm going to be talking about my coming out story. Um, so it kind of starts in 8th grade is when I actually came out. Now I'm now a 9th grader, so this was only earlier this year. So I started dating this girl who I will not name. I will just refer to her as June. So this girl's name was June, and the beginning of our relationship was really good, but at some point I decided I didn't want it to be totally a secret. We were open about it at school pretty much right away, and right away it was really hard for me because even though I came out to my parents later, very soon afterwards, people were constantly asking me, "Are you a lesbian?" And I would always say I was bisexual. Now, I've really always struggled with my sexuality, ever since 5th grade. I knew something was up in 5th grade because, and I guess I never truly realized it till earlier last year, that I truly had feelings for more than just men. Because I had this huge crush on this girl in 5th grade at my school in Texas. But anyways, in 8th grade, when I was dating June, I wrote a letter to my parents saying how nothing was going to change this and there was nothing they could do, but I'm bisexual. And no matter what they do, what they try, it wasn't going to change me. Now, since then, a lot has happened. After I came out, it was right after, right when I came out, it was right after I got out of being hospitalized for self-harm and depression. And part of me, in a way, regrets coming out. Not to the terms of where I'm ashamed of it, but to the terms where it's stressful because even I'm not sure of my sexuality yet, and I came out more as I needed to than I wanted to, that I was ready. Now, a lot of people go on about their story, but mine wasn't that difficult. At least writing the letter wasn't. I left it and I went to school and my mom just texted me that they accept me no matter what. But of course, it wasn't that easy. I still started to question my sexuality. If I was truly bisexual, I always questioned it. I was like, what if I'm just straight and I'm just messing with myself? Or what if I'm lesbian, but I feel like I have attraction to men, but I don't imagine. But when my parents say boyfriend, I think girlfriend. Or when people ask, are you going to have kids when you're older? I always think, yeah, I have to adopt. Not because I want to, but because I'm a girl and girls can't produce. But at the same time, I was so worried. I didn't necessarily ever totally accept it. When I came out in 8th grade, I started to deal with it. I realized this is me. I do like women, and there isn't anything that could change that. But the hardest part is when people would constantly just be like, oh, she's a lesbian. It's like, I just was so irritated. I wasn't even sad. I was irritated to be referred to as a lesbian because I don't refer to anybody as the straight girl or the straight guy. It's like, nobody needs to know my sexuality until I ask theirs. And that's part of the part where I struggle with accepting myself because I don't necessarily have a definition, or I don't necessarily want to just call myself a lesbian or bisexual or straight, because until I am definite, I don't want to just label myself. I don't want to just be another person with a label. I'm a human, and I don't ask straight people if they're straight or if they're gay. And so I don't feel like anybody needs to ask me. If I date a girl, then I guess that's who I date. If I date a guy, then live with it. But a lot of people always say, this is how I came out, but they never go about how they accepted it. And that's probably a lot harder than having your parents or your friends accept it. Because even though my parents aren't totally accepting, they say they are. But no, they both wish that I was straight. They try to normalize it as much as possible, but there's not much they can do. I guess I'm to the point where I'm not necessarily totally acceptant. I'm to the point where I'm just so fed up with how the world has said labels on us. They've set labels to where you're either straight, gay, or you're non-existent because you cannot love the same sex, both sex equally. And I guess it's really irritating because I'm not a book. I don't have a title. You can't flip through my chapters. I might be torn and I might be a little damaged, but I'm still not a book, and I do not need a title. I'm a girl. I am one girl who does not need to be able to, who has to tell other people her sexuality. I guess this is my coming out story. From a girl who doesn't care anymore about her sexuality, I hope you guys understand. Whatever my sexuality is, if I do the boyfriend tag and then several months later I do the girlfriend tag, that does not mean I'm necessarily bisexual, because it doesn't matter. Who I date is who I date. Who I fall in love with is who I fall in love with. And I'm tired of that being different, being shameful. I don't question when black and white people are together. I don't question when a short and tall person are together. Just because I am with another woman does not make any difference. It doesn't make me different, and it sure heck does not change your life. So there's my coming out story. I'm coming out to you as a human being, as a human who wants to stop being justified by their sexuality, who wants to stop being justified by their looks, their personality. I want people to realize I am a human just as much as they are. And if I am less of a human being because I don't fit your rules of religion or your rules of society, then you're no better than anybody else in this world. Because anybody who can say I am wrong because I might kiss a girl is terrible. Because saying I'm wrong can end my life, because you don't know what that means to me. You don't know what your words mean. So yes, I'm a human, and I have no reason, and you have no right to wonder my sexuality. So there is your coming out story. The story of how I finally admitted I'm a human, and I want to be treated just like any other human being. So I hope this helped you guys. For the people out there who are questioning their sexuality, or the gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender, anything, do not let somebody put a label on you. I don't care if it's your parents, your best friend, somebody on the internet, or somebody you've never met. Society is no longer in control, and it is nobody else's business of what you feel inside. That's your business. So next time somebody asks, are you gay? Or they say, oh, you're so gay. You know what say? Say, no, I'm sorry, I'm a human. Because whether your parents or your friends accept you doesn't matter to me. Because I think every single person watching this, every single person who had the time to click on my video, is worth so much. and is so wonderful and so fantastic. And I don't give a crap what your sexuality is. I don't even care how you feel about relationships. I don't give a crap. You know why? Because that's not how I judge people. So it's nice to meet all of the other human beings out there. And I hope you guys accept me as the human being I am, just as you are. Never lose hope. Bye, guys.